Hi guys, it's Busyman here. I love playing this game and I make guides, tutorials of Satisfactory games. So guys, let's jump into our today's video. So guys, let's start it building with the programmable splitter for our bike site supply for the refineries, and somehow I build a train network and build the sulfur, coal and bauxite at one station with the train help. So now we have unlimited supply of coal, sulfur and bauxite. So let's connect this smart splitter main input for the bauxite conveyor belt, and then what we're gonna do, we will have a 3 output for this smart splitter, right? So left, right and center, and it's gonna be giving all 3 refineries a bauxite. And this is our pipeline support to get a water input for the refineries, because for that build you're gonna need a lot of water. So I already have an extractor downside which you can see through the glasses, and I build the floor pipe hole. So like this is the main intake, as you can see. Let's connect the main power line to our refineries input, and let's put one junction for the refinery 1, junction 2 for refinery 2. So now we have a bauxite supply and the water intake for all our 3 refineries. And later on we're gonna assign these refineries a recipe which is gonna be aluminum solution, and it's gonna produce aluminum solution and silica. For that reason also we need those things to get batteries. So because we are now focusing on getting a battery for our drones, and drones are very important in this game, you know, and they're really helpful and they're really fast compared to the train if you need some item in a short period of time. So now we all set. We need to manage our power supply somehow. Let's put Mark 3 conveyor pole which can give you 10 connection each. So I can pretty much control with one conveyor pole all my machineries which I'm gonna install into it. Let's connect our refinery 3, refinery 2 and refinery 1. So now we have a power in our refineries, and they start producing, I guess, the aluminum solution and the 5 silica. So now we need to be focusing on the output side now, because we already finished with the input side. Now we need to see if everything is okay. Yeah, we're producing now 12 meter cube aluminum solution and 5 silica. So let's put one merger over here. Yes, we're gonna need a merger, not a splitter. We will merge all this incoming silica to this merger. There you go. Let's take our conveyor belt Mark 4, bring our first refinery silica output to our merger, left side, center and the right side. So that's what we did. We have figured it out and accumulate all the silica is gonna come out of our refineries. Later on we're gonna need this silica pretty much badly, so I need this silica. So that's the silica being managed with the help of mergers. Now let's think about our aluminum solution. So let's prepare some pipeline supports and this, like, combine them together like we did with silica. So let's put some conveyor let's pipeline support, let's put some in the middle of 1 and 2, and let's put one support over here. I mean it's optional. I mean if you go for like last refineries, up to you. I mean I'm holding the last refineries for some other purposes, because later on to produce a battery you're gonna need sulfuric acid. So I'm just keeping the last refineries for that purpose only. So we're gonna end up building aluminum solution output line until refinery 3. So let's put one junction. This is gonna complete our network. So now we're getting pretty much heavy aluminum solution and silica. So this is the input side of the refineries. I'm extending the water because I realized that I'm gonna need this water later on for my extension build, because we're gonna need one more refinery, one foundry, and one constructor, and one blender. So we're gonna need this water for our next extension of this plant. This is aluminum casing. If you check in a codex, it says you need a 6 aluminum scrap and 5 silica. So to produce aluminum ingot, you need those things, and to produce aluminum scrap, you need to add in refineries the aluminum solution with the coal, which is gonna produce aluminum scrap and some water in it. So that's why I'm extending the water line, so I can connect this excessive water coming out of the refinery to our main water line, which can help us to not getting drained pretty quick. So it's good for us. We're gonna use this water. So now we are in the output side of our refineries. We are going to delete this one. Somehow planning to extend this one. There you go. Connected with the main aluminum supply, because we are now just giving the third refinery option to produce aluminum solution more for us, because we're gonna need this aluminum solution for our fifth refinery, which is gonna produce aluminum scrap and the water. So this is our aluminum scrap line. I'm putting a junction over here, but I don't think so. We need to connect this refinery for aluminum solution. So let's put our fifth refinery, which I'm talking about. It's gonna be our aluminum scrap and some excessive water, which is gonna be managing through our current water line. Let's upgrade this power pole to Mark 5, so we can have a 10 connection like this one does. So we're gonna use the old Mark 5 conveyor pole to connect the power supply. So now our refinery number 5 have a power, and we're gonna select the recipe of aluminum scrap. For that you need a coal and aluminum solution, and we have both of them right here. It's just matter of managing with some pipeline supports and conveyor belts. So let's build our pipeline support for aluminum solution. You're gonna I'm trying to be as accurate as I can. I don't wanna mess with my conveyor belts. So we're gonna use this junction. So let's put this point support over here and connect this aluminum solution junction to our pipeline support and give this refinery input as a aluminum solution. Now the remaining part is your coal input. Let's extend this conveyor belt. I don't think we need a conveyor support. We're just gonna use this conveyor belt, will go smoothly under the pipe and 90-degree turn. So now the fifth refinery is getting coal and the aluminum solution. Remember guys, I take this aluminum solution from our 3 first refineries and now given this whole output to the fifth refineries, which is now producing aluminum scrap and some excessive water. This water line, which you remember I had it in the beginning, so I'm gonna extend it and gonna just connect with the fifth refinery, so the water problem will be solved, because the system is stopped always when you have something excessive. So whatever comes out, it has to be utilized every second. You have to consume the output. Oh, it's not straight. Let's place it properly. What do you find? And now connect the main power supply, the water line over here, and just connect this water line to our fifth refinery. So now the excessive water is being accumulated in our main water line, and we're getting more water, which is good. We need the water for our final blender setup, because this blender also having battery and water, excessive water, so we have to extend this water line, and we have to come to the conclusion that we need to use the water coming out of the blender. So we will extend this water line and we'll come straight ahead. So now we are producing aluminum scrap and some excessive water, which is being taken care of. So now let's focus on our silica and the aluminum scrap setup. So we're gonna build, I think, one foundry, and that gives you aluminum ingots. So 6 aluminum scrap, 5 silica. It's gonna give you aluminum ingots. Ingots can be converted into aluminum casing. So for that, let's build our silica conveyor setup and the aluminum scrap conveyor setup. Yeah, that's your aluminum ingot, which required 6 scrap, 5 silica. Okay, so this is our aluminum scrap. Is gonna come out of this refinery. So we need to build some conveyor poles. Trying to be nice as I can, don't wanna be too creative on it. It's just a plant, it's just a continuous production of batteries, because I'm gonna need these a lot. I'm gonna need this a lot. And let's build conveyor pole for our silica. There you go. I just want to make this look nice, because I'm gonna need this to output for my foundry. I think that will be easy. Yep, nice. The remaining work is to connect all these poles with the conveyor belt Mark 4, and this is our foundry. So this is our intake of aluminum scrap and silica. So let's put this thing in the way that we can easily take a good turn on the conveyor belt. Okay, this is our foundry. Let's take the Mark 4 conveyor belt. Oops, wrong. So we're starting from the input side. This is our silica. Connect this to input side of foundry. This is our aluminum scrap. And there you go. Now pretty much required thing is to just connect the power. There you go. Foundry is being collected, and now we can select the recipe of aluminum ingot. As you can see, we are having aluminum scrap coming in, silica coming in, which produce aluminum ingot, and those ingots is gonna give you aluminum casing with one additional constructor. So let's build that constructor right next to our foundry. Okay, right here, I guess we need to see if it is aligned, because this foundry is always have his output on the left or right. Yeah, so I think we need to build it again. It's not properly aligned. Let's get rid of this, get back to production. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, that's great. Let's connect our constructor to our foundry. Remember, this constructor is gonna convert aluminum ingots into aluminum casing, which we need for our final machine, which is blender. Blender is gonna need aluminum casing, sulfuric acid, and aluminum solution. You know from where I'm getting the aluminum solution. You know from where I'm getting aluminum casing. The remaining thing is the sulfuric acid, and this is the 5th refinery which I told you that I'm going to use for sulfuric acid. For this refinery, I have given input of water and the sulfur, which I have arranged in this space. So this is the output of the 5th refinery as a sulfuric acid. As the color you can see in yellow. So this is the sulfuric acid. So now we have water, we have aluminum casing, we have sulfuric acid, and we have aluminum solution. So now what we are waiting for? Let's build a blender. It has to be built and aligned specifically with the conveyor belts, right? Otherwise not gonna look okay. So let's connect this blender power supply and connect the recipe of batteries, which need 2.5 meter cube aluminum solution, sulfuric acid, and aluminum casing. And I see this is not a line. Gotta delete this, build it again. Yep, in line with the conveyor belt and the pipe. Sounds nice. There you go. Let's connect these pipes with the help of the pipeline support. This is for the aluminum solution. Turn. I think it would be better over here, and the another one, which will be, we need a little bit gap between both of them so we can have a nice turn. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, so let's connect our aluminum solution to pipeline support. Oops, not from this direction. And sulfuric acid. There you go. Blender input, aluminum solution, and we have connected the input of sulfuric acid. Let's get back to our conveyor belts. Aluminum casing coming out of the constructor goes right into a blender. Now let's connect the blender with the power. Now what are you gonna see? Once you select the battery recipe, everything is up and running. We're getting pretty much everything: sulfuric acid, aluminum solution, aluminum casing. Now we're producing battery and excessive water, which is 1.5 meter cube or 30 per minute. Remember guys, I bring one water line extension to our fifth refinery, so this excessive water is gonna be connected to that line. So the way you can this is the way you can get rid of this excessive water problem. So this is our water line which is feeding to all of our refineries, and the source was the extractor. But as we are consuming water a lot, so we have option to give him more water from the blender, and it's gonna be good for our system because we are consuming water really fast and we are getting more water. So let's connect this excessive water to our main water line. So let's build some supports. I want this thing to be properly aligned, and no, it's not aligned. So no, it's not aligned. I have to get rid of this pipeline support right over here and gonna build it here. I think it will be fine. Let's connect the pipe. Still not aligned. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the pipe directly from pipeline and gonna extend it with the lower height pipeline support. Okay, so now let's take this, not like this. So now we are pretty much ready to get rid of this excessive water coming out of the blender. So now let's just finalize the final setup. Let's build the storage. This is where we're gonna store all our batteries. Connect this excessive water line first. I guess this is a better idea. Give him a little bit space for my output conveyor belt so I can take this output of batteries to my storage. So now we get rid of the excessive water problem. Now let's build our storage, and I'm gonna add 2 of them. I'm gonna connect the storage with my Mark IV belt, so it's gonna take a while to fill up these 2 storage box, right? Let's connect our conveyor output to the storage. We're very close to finish our battery plant. There you go. Now the battery production plant has been completed. Now blender have the constant sulfuric acid, alumina solution, and the casing like they're not stopping. There's like a constant supply of all those three things. Now we'll be producing batteries 20 per minute. Let's check in the storage. Oh, I need to connect the storage first. Let's use our Mark IV conveyor belt. Connected. Let's check inside. Yeah, look at the speed. Look at the speed that I'm getting batteries. These batteries are very important for my drone strategy. So I'm gonna just cross check everything that we are not getting jammed. I noticed in 5th refineries that I'm getting excessive aluminum scrap. I gotta find the solution, because that's not good for any build if you have something excessive and you're not using properly. So what I'm planning is I'm gonna put one programmable splitter in between this conveyor belt, and I'm gonna build one awesome sink to eat this excessive aluminum scrap. So we're gonna give power supply to our awesome sink. I'm gonna get rid of this conveyor belt, and I'm gonna put one programmable splitter in the middle, and I'm gonna assign this programmable splitter an overflow from the left side. So whatever the amount required by the foundry is gonna go straight in, and the excessive aluminum scrap is go straight into my awesome sink, which gonna be a good value material, which gonna give me a good coupons for my base upgrades. So let's use our conveyor belt, connect the splitter with the main aluminum scrap line. So now these aluminum scraps are going to foundry. Let's give this left side an overflow. Once you give an overflow, connect with the belt to our awesome sink. What's gonna happen that any overflow is gonna go into our awesome sink, and the required quantity for the foundry is always gonna be ready, and I'm not jamming anywhere. So now I'm producing aluminum solutions, silica, and you need to make sure that you consume whatever you produce, right? So this is not I can say the easy build, but I build it all together for your clarification. So it's not hard. What you have to do is just to arrange alumina, the sulfur, coal, and bioxide. You need to build a train network, and somehow you need to be making all three things at one base, and you should have a constant supply. You cannot just store something in the storage and start producing like constant batteries. You need to have a proper continuous supply for three things: sulfur, coal, and the third one, the bioxide. That's gonna give you the regular constant batteries. So guys, please leave a like or comment. This helps me to understand what are the things that I need to improve for my valuable viewer like you. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.